Hi there, everyone. My name is Lyric. Welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to do a collective love reading for the Divine Masculine and the Feminine, and we'll also take a look at the connection. Sorry, that got a little weird. I meant overall for the collective, okay? So we'll take a look at energies from the Masculine, the Feminine, and the connection. So I already shuffled the cards, so let's get started. Wow. One second here. I'm actually going to smoke during this reading. I hope that doesn't bother anybody. But I'm feeling a bit, I've been feeling anxious all day, not going to lie. So, and I like smoking when I feel anxiety. And usually when I'm feeling anxious, I desire to smoke. When I'm less anxious, I don't need to smoke as much. Anyways, I'm sure that people that have anxiety can relate to that if they smoke. So anyways, for the Feminine, I have the Moon card, the Knight of Cups, and the Five of Cups. So, so this is interesting because the Moon card was the first card for the Feminine. Okay? So I feel that, and then in her future energies, she has the Five of Cups. So what this is kind of guiding me is that she does have a cup of love on the table for her person. And I feel that in the past, she wasn't sure if this was her person or if she wanted to take this connection to the next level. There's some kind of hindrance for the Divine Feminine with this Five of Cups. She, at this time, she is grieving something. I feel that is from her past, like something that she can't let go of. She's really hurting is what I'm getting. I'm going to pull some more cards for the Feminine. Tell me more about this Feminine, please. What is she grieving about? That's there's something that's and I'm picking up a block. So I'm going to get some more details to help me out and to help you guys out. What is going on with this Divine Feminine? She could have possibly walked away from this connection at this time, even though she has very strong feelings towards her masculine. I feel that her masculine is triggering her. It's triggering a wound from her past. And she doesn't want to face it, and so she doesn't want to face her masculine either. So what has caused this? What is happening here? What is this one? We'll take this one. The Eight of Cups. I'm leaving you behind so you can learn your own lessons. I don't feel that the masculine has done anything to this Divine Feminine. I feel that this Divine Feminine sort of went out of her way to nitpick this Divine Masculine. And it was kind of like, oh, well, I texted you and you didn't text me back within 10 minutes and collected that. Oh, well, you told me this, but we did this instead and collected that. I feel that she was kind of in this not self-sabotaging, like she wasn't aware that she was doing it. I feel that she has been carefully pushing this masculine away. That she's going through a dark night of the soul is what I'm getting. So this is definitely a twin flame connection. This the energy that she's getting from her masculine is triggering her hardcore. I feel that she had a really rough past, and she's not able to she's not able to self-regulate her emotions. That she the idea when she Or maybe she can self-regulate her emotions, but she can't do it in the presence of others. She can't process properly. She has to go in hiding to sort of get herself still and process her own emotions and feelings. And when her masculine is around, she feels a bit overwhelmed. She feels a bit on eggshells is what I'm getting. And she can't figure out what's going on. She can't pinpoint where these emotions are coming from. But what I'm getting, it's a trigger from her past. That it could have been an abusive father that was kind of stern with her, and her masculine could be sort of stoic and stern as well. And it's reigniting that history for her. And she hasn't quite put those dots together, but she's not able to be with her masculine at this time because she's wounded from her past. So I'm going to get another card for her. The Tower card. Only way is up. Now walk the correct path. So I feel that at this time she is going through her feelings and assessing her true self. But she doesn't have, she doesn't really have the tools to do that. That she's still sort of not unawakened, but she's new on this path. And meeting her person has initiated her twin flame journey. And she doesn't know this yet. But she's struggling. She's struggling to open up to her masculine. She's struggling to really confront her past. And she's pulled away her energy at this time. Her intention is to walk away from the connection. But she isn't aware that her energies are in union with this person, and she can't walk away from this energy until either until these energies are resolved or until the union happens, like physical union. So she is at a loss at this time. She's really conflicted. She is blaming her masculine. She's pointing fingers. Even though the masculine hasn't necessarily done anything. He's just kind of been the person that he is towards her. And it's just triggered her. So, but she does have hardcore feelings for him with this Knight of Cups on the table, which is also causing a lot of mixed feelings, basically. Pushing and pulling, and I love you, and I hate you, and I can't stand you, but I can't leave you. I'm getting some codependency as well. I'm getting that she doesn't have any parental figures in her life, that she's kind of, she doesn't really have that many friends. So like the separation of this person is very hard on her. And yeah, so she's kind of going through a hard time. So let's take a look at the masculine. For the masculine, I have the Knight of Coins, the Hermit, and the Eight of Cups. So he, I feel that this masculine understands this divine feminine better than she understands herself. And he's not ready to dive into this connection blindfolded and unawares and kind of like, oh, I love you to the moon and back. Like, she has the Knight of Cups on the table and he has the Knight of Coins. So he wants to take, and that could have been part of the trigger there, that she opened up to him a little bit too soon. And people that have, sometimes people that have gone through trauma, they do that. Like, they overshare. They tend to, not with everybody, but like they'll think, oh, this is the right one. And then they overshare and then they feel foolish for opening up so much to somebody they barely know. So, but it's just that sort of like desperate attempt at trying to like cleave on to like some sort of connection, some sort of, because you feel disassociated in the world from the trauma. So, yeah. So she, anyways, this masculine has the Knight of Coins, the Hermit, and the Eight of Cups. And so I feel that he's reflecting emotionally back to this divine feminine with the withdrawedness, with the kind of, also feels that he might need to walk away from the connection. With this Eight of Cups here, he recognizes that there's things that he doesn't understand, but also at the same time, he doesn't, he likes this girl and he can't figure out why she's pushed him away, because he knows that's what's happened. He knows that he hasn't done anything, but that this divine feminine has pushed him away. And he's not used to being pushed away by, once the initial, the basics have been laid down, this divine masculine isn't used to being shut down by a female, by a divine feminine, okay? So he's a little bit confused. He's still coming towards this divine feminine. He hasn't pulled his energy away. But his energy about and towards this divine feminine are in the Knight of Coins. So he's slowly building the foundation with her, energetically and physically, if she would allow it, but she's not ready to do that. She's being triggered left and right, doesn't really want to see him at this time. She feels foolish for opening up so suddenly to him, and he is still sitting here kind of waiting for her, like, what the heck just happened? Because he knows that she's been through a lot, and he knows that she loves him and that she loves him, so he doesn't understand why she walked away from that. And she's just very conflicted. Like, she's having a hard time sorting through her feelings, sorting through the past. Like, it's all blending and merging together. And she's blaming herself on top of it. She's not allowing herself to forgive. She's really, really being re-traumatized in a sense at this time. So I'm going to take a look at the connection. We have the High Priestess, the Two of Coins, and the Six of Wands. So there is victory at the end of this battle. There is a high chance of success in this connection. There is a little bit of balancing that needs to happen. A little bit of acceptance is what I'm getting with this Two of Coins. That the divine masculine should be aware that this divine feminine, for a period of time, might be overly emotional towards him, and then all of a sudden pull back her energy. And so that's a pattern that she has until she gets herself healed, until she takes a look at her past and sort of starts diving in deep into to her pain. And if she's not willing, I mean, it's hard because sometimes we're like, oh, that stuff happened so long ago, it doesn't matter anymore, and why am I bringing up the past, and this is stupid. But when you're a child, you're being taught how to be a human being at that age. And so when your whole childhood was traumatic, you're not celebrating victimhood by trying to revisit your past. You're trying to resurrect yourself. You're trying to recreate a new person, because unfortunately, whether you want to admit that or not, you are damaged, and you're making mistakes, and you're causing harm to yourself unnecessarily, when you could go back to the past and change that with some shadow work and inner work and healing. And I have programs in my description box that if you're interested in taking a look at that, email me and we'll get started on that. I've worked with those programs. I've been in AA. I've done peer support training. I've done all kinds of stuff. I've done my own healing, like just, I don't even know what I would call it. Just like reading lots of books and praying and meditating and going to churches. And I've done all kinds of stuff to get to where I'm at today. I've had to, because I almost died. So I really relate to this feminine. Like, I know what it's like to have pain in your life. I know how hard it is to change. And I know that it's not an easy process and it takes time. So I also have the High Priestess. So there's a lot of hidden things happening here with this Hermit card, the Moon card, and the High Priestess. There's a lot of unknowns. So this is, I feel like this connection isn't terribly old, that it's fairly new, but it's gone on long enough that the divine feminine feels some sort of strange connection towards this masculine. This masculine is willing to hang out here with this Knight of Coins to see where this relationship will go. He hasn't cut it and left. So there's something happening here, but he's not quite sure. And for the connection, I have the High Priestess. So during this time of separation, I feel that these energies need to really self-reflect. I hope that they keep their communication open so that they can build that trust during this downtime and sort of communicate back and forth, like, hey, how are you doing? I was just thinking about you. Hope everything's good. Super simple. because that's such a big deal. Like, it makes such it's a big deal anyways. So there is success here with the 6 of Wands, but this is in the far, far future. There's a lot of stuff happening in the present moment that is, there's just a lot going on, a lot of unknowns, a lot of healing needs to happen, a lot of self-awareness, a lot of conscious healing needs to occur here, okay, in order for this union to happen. And this Divine Feminine is being initiated into her spiritual path with this connection for the first time. So she's never really bothered looking into that, and now she gets to, hopefully. So that's all that I have for this reading. Oh, wait, let's get some final thought cards. I haven't pulled these out in a minute. We'll get some oracle cards, my final thought oracle cards here, and see what else, any messages we can get. Sorry, guys. You're so different to what I'm used to, but I love that for the Divine Masculine. I do check up on you, Divine Masculine. I never meant to hurt you, the Divine Feminine. I think about you constantly. It's insane, the Divine Feminine. I know that we are deeply connected for the connection. So there's definitely an understanding of like, it's not an understanding, it's a pull towards this person. So, yeah. So I'll leave the reading where it's at. Take it easy.